welcome back to the final part of Susan Jane. Oh my gosh, literally whipping Martin into shape. Susan Jane is giving us a meat-free midweek meal and also keeping Mr. King in line. No, you missed it. We'll have to get a wide shot next time. What are you cooking for us?
We're going to do tofu mince. So here's the thing. I live with a raging carnivore who doesn't want to give up meat. And I'm not going to pressure him to do that. But I thought, let's approach this in a different way of meatless Mondays. Yeah. Or if I give him something that is just so kick-ass healthy and gorgeous and tastes really good, he's not going to mind giving up the meat, right? So he loves this, and I tried it out in a couple of other carnivores and they absolutely loved it as well. So hopefully everybody at home can give it a go.
It's been road tested, Susan Jane.
It has been road tested, yes.
So what is it?
So a block of tofu, there's different types of tofu. This one's called firm tofu. There's lots of different brands. So this is just the one that I picked up that I see a lot at in Super Value, Tesco's and Dunnes. You'll find a firm tofu. This is the firm tofu, so you can throw it up like a tennis ball. The other tofus you can't. If you caught it, it would collapse. So it has to be
cold
firm.
Custard.
It is.
Yeah.
I haven't quite
figured
fell
out
in
what
love
to
with
use.
it.
Yeah. It's good for mousses and stuff.
Apparently.
Yeah.
But you know what? I've been trying to eat tofu for the last decade, honestly, and it hasn't. I mean, it hasn't been very successful until
it needs a new marketing manager.
It needs a new market. It does. Yes. It needs a whole PR agency, and maybe this will be it tonight. When you grate it, it changes it entirely, because what you do is you open up a lot more surface area to soak up all the amazing flavors, right? So you get soy sauce in there, ginger, garlic, maple syrup, sesame oil. That's what we're going to do tonight. So I'm going to just grate that. And then I'm going to tumble in 3 tablespoons of each of soy sauce, sesame oil, and maple syrup. Now, as you can see, this doesn't look so professional. Look at my hand.
You're nearly down to the palm of your hand at this stage.
Well, that's quick.
Yeah, I've got my fingertips too often, Martin, so that's how I grate things now. So when you get to the bottom of it, I mean, just tear it up. It doesn't really matter. These are all just going to be licky, sticky, yummy once they socialise with soy sauce and sesame oil. So that's what it looks like. It's, as expected. Yeah. Now, we're going to measure in maple.
And the block of tofu you've used, is that for a family of 4 or for 2? How many portions are you getting out of this?
This will be 4. Okay. This will be 4. I mean, if you're eating just this, it would probably be 2, But what we do is, and what I'm going to show you later, is we serve it in little kind of lettuce boats. So it has this gorgeous Thai vibe to it, with maybe some mint and chopped up lemongrass and chili. But you can sprinkle it over hummus, for example. If you did that, it would last way longer. You can put it into sandwiches. So I have a vegetarian son, and he absolutely adores
I'm thinking this would be really good in a burrito, like a vegan burrito.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be making this for burritos tomorrow now.
Yes, exactly. And anywhere you'd use mince, you can use this instead as well. So you might parachute it into your favourite pasta sauce, and then suddenly it's kind of like a bolognese. And you get, of course, one more meat-free evening.
And is it filling?
It's filling.
If you were to swap it out in a spag bol, say, it's filling.
It's filling. It is just like meat. It's really high in protein, but unlike meat, it's also high in iron and calcium. So it's a real winner for vegans and vegetarians. But as I said, it's just quite aside from all the nutritional and the price. It's only €3 for a block of firm tofu, so it's actually cheaper than meat.
And do you need to make sure you get like organic tofu and stuff?
I always go for organic tofu because there's very little price difference with inorganic, so I prefer to support organic farming and Mother Nature,
Okay.
I'm going to pop this in the oven. So he's going to cook for probably about 15 minutes in a really hot oven. 20
really hot?
minutes.
180, 190?
No, 200.
Right,
yeah, let's go for 200. 15 minutes, it'll be nice and soft when it comes out. If you put it in for maybe 20 minutes, it'll be crispier around the edges.
Oh, that looks great.
That looks like mince.
Yeah,
this looks like mince, but it tastes like mince too.
When I was following Susan in earlier, I was like, how am I going to tell her I don't eat meat? Because it looks like meat.
And would you cook with tofu yourself?
Oh, love tofu. But as Susan said, it's really hard to get it right. So when you first you're trying to eat more veg and be vegan, and you're cooking with tofu, it's going to take a while to get used to it and learn what recipes are really nice. So I would say this just looks delicious. And she's right, you really need to break it up into tiny pieces for it to absorb, because it's quite bland otherwise.
Okay. So we're looking at, it's kind of like a yuk sung.
Yeah, it does look like yuksong, exactly, yeah.
There we go. And look, this is a really basic recipe, but if you wanted to, for example, if you know your children really like mayo, you know what, put mayo on the bottom of it. Do what it takes for them to eat a new flavour. And I mean, apart from the fact that I don't think they're going to notice the difference. And if they do, they're going to say, this is the best beef I've ever had, Mum.
And you're just going to lie.
Sometimes.
You'll wait until they've eaten it and then tell them.
And then delight.
Always. Okay.
So that's it.
Now, we were saying the tofu probably needs a new marketing manager, but could it do with a new Kofi Annan? Do you see where I'm going with this? What's this about you and the United Nations?
Oh, yeah. I've forgotten already.
That's a prompt. Go with it.
I have my new role as a UN fellow at the UN Environmental Programme have invited me in to help people swap out their proteins, right? So this is just one example of how you can swap out protein. And they have a brilliant initiative called Anatomy of Action. So if you want to go over, their handle is @Anatomy of Action or @the official Anatomy of Action. And they have really great tips. So tomorrow it's all about food waste. We've got Grow Your Own as well. And it's 15 ways in 15 days that you can change your carbon footprint. And the most exciting part, obviously, was the protein swaps. And that's why I got roped into it, Martin. But Kofi Annan maybe next year. Maybe I can cook for him next year.
Well, you never know. Well, the proof is in the eating.
I'm going to go for one as well. I'm going to go for the mayo.
It's delicious, but I'm obsessed with the fact that it's tofu, and I'm trying to think, does it taste like meat? But it's delicious.
It's almost bacony.
Yeah, that's more what it's like. That's actually more what it's like. That's it. It's got the
Nice spicy as well.
It has that umami kind of vibe because it's got the soy sauce, right? So that flavour bomb that you need from vegan, it's called umami in Japanese, but I think we Irish say, ooh, mammy.
Oh, mama.
Great.
Okay. Remember, if you want to catch up on Susan Jane's recipe, you can check out our Facebook page, or you can rewatch the whole thing on YouTube. Just search for VMTV.